Hey, you with the face. Come here. You wanna do the binge intro for this one? Okay, that's one note. You wanna do the others? Or was that a no? Oh, that might have been a no. Well, it's a binge compilation, guys. Okay.
Why do you use its pronouns?
I got tagged in elementary school and never recovered.
I'm so sorry. You guys gotta stop deactivating your blogs, because you're making it harder for me to go back in a reblog chain to remove the annoying additions. Just leave it as an ancient relic. Come on.
I'll be like you when I grow up.
Kid, if you're anything like me when you grow up, please get yourself a hug and some therapy. Can't stress this enough. Petition to create the term rad herring for when you add something in a story has no bearing on an actual plot and won't help piece together any of the big twists, but it is just too fucking awesome an idea not to include. I'll take rad herring over hype moments. That sounds awesome. One of my favorite things about Full Metal Alchemist world building is that you get to gradually realize how Edward Elric is the only person who dresses like that. Boy definitely has main character syndrome.
Yeah, I'm a gamer. Give me a. You guys help. I didn't think my shit post through.
If a boy kisser kisses a girl, does he become a bi kisser or just cease to exist? Must a musician not paint? Must a swimmer not run? Wasn't lying when he said expert, damn. Thank you for your service, Tumblr user femboy expert.
You guys will reblog anything, I swear to God. This is an image with exactly 1 by 1 pixels. Come on, reblog it. I fucking dare you.
Over 2,300. I'm sorry, King fans, but I just can't see the suffix con without thinking it means conventions.
Dubcon? Will Skrillex be there?
Oh no, please, not this post. Please, please, please!
You know, maybe I should make a separate blog for Roblox stuff.
You're going down a dark and gnarled path of misery, and I will see you at the end.
Dang, what happened to you guys on Roblox?
They put my plastic ass in the washing machine for 24 hours. And there was no stepbrother to come and save me. Logs off Tumblr rereads the source material.
Oh, phew. It was all just a bad dream. Thank God.
Chat named the series.
Today, I learned how to hack unmonitored CCTV cameras. I'm currently watching a dog run around in a backyard in Berlin. Update, I have found a barn cam that has a horsey in it, and I'm in Poland, and I have audio output so I can talk to the horsey. Update, there's 2 horses, and one of them is a baby. This is the best day of my goddamn life.
When people act like leaving gifts for fairies is to get the fairies' attention so they'll be kind to you, when really leaving gifts for fairies is the supernatural equivalent of a mafia protection racket.
You gotta pay off the mab.
Superman desperately scanning the street during a fight to find the most morally acceptable card to throw at his opponent, knowing that not everyone has insurance and loss of transportation can ruin a life. A wave of incredible relief washes over him as he spots the hard geometric lines and silver paintless sheen of a Cybertruck. The first time a Cybertruck was ever useful. Hey! That's not true. It gave us Neon Vortex. So it's the second useful time. Nothing more flattering than someone saying, "Oh, don't get her going," in reference to you when a topic you're passionate about is brought up. Because, yeah, I'll get going. My brother's girlfriend had HPV, so he went to get himself the HPV vaccine. There is a fee to pay, nothing much, something like 87 euros, but it's completely free if you're in one of the at-risk groups. What does that mean?
He asks. It's free if you're gay, he's told. Ah. Would I have to, prove it, or just put in a check mark here? My brother is in no way, shape, or form attracted to men, but he's also stingy as it gets. So now he's officially gay.
Congrats, bro.
Doctor, give it to me straight.
You sure? There's a fee.
Give it to me gay. A-Gab. Assigned gay at billing. Purity seal that just says, "Fuck it, we ball," for the entire length of the parchment paper.
Hell yeah.
Found a folder on my drive called "In Case of Emergency." Was totally ready for it to be some mentally ill thing I did years ago or whatever, but I opened it up, and it was the full 1993 live-action Super Mario Bros. Movie. This'll fix me.
Puggy, how the fuck am I supposed to meet a fellow lesbian and then convince her to date me? I don't know anything about lesbians, but maybe if you, walked around carrying a baseball bat, that'd be pretty badass. Turns out I know everything about lesbians.
I love office supplies. I like to make this empty shipping tape container walk around my desk. They're like a quadrupedal megafauna to me.
Oh my god, it is a little creature.
I love them.
One of my mutuals has gotten obsessed with snails and slugs. I find them utterly repulsive, but what am I gonna do? They make good art when not posting snail videos. I wonder if this is how my Twitter followers feel when when I'm not sharing art or voice things, I'm just sharing rabbits.
Alright, that's it. You're going to 2009.
Oh man, I have this one $19.99 plus shipping and handling, and I have no idea what to do with it. It's days like these that make me feel like such a Bingus.
Hey, yo, you want to immortalize that?
That's right, we're back at it again with makeup, but this time instead of something squishy.
Please, I implore you, do not try to squish these. You will hurt your fingers. I've tried.
This is the Cosmic Wondrous badges, and now you could become a certified Bingus for real instead of just one on YouTube. Yeah, I know there's probably some of you out there thinking, whoa, $19.99 for 2 pins that are made of very pretty metal and extremely durable? They don't do anything. Why would I get this? I need constant stimulation in my life. Boom!
Well, you just sit right there and let me show you something. Oh my god.
It spins! You can hop on over to Makeshift right now. We got till July 8th, $19.99 plus shipping and handling. You can get yourself these shiny pins today. Put them on yourself, or even put them on one of your favorite loved ones. They can be a Bingus for you.
Oh, I guess this means I gotta put this on JoJo, then. I'm sorry, you have to wear it because I love you. Don't panic, it still had this thing on it. She's okay.
So my boss texted me.
I appreciate you staying out of the drama in the office.
I literally have no idea what she's talking about. Then you're doing a fantastic job at it. Were you born a boy or a girl? Bold of you to assume I was born at all.
I personally was created in a lab.
Just straight up spawned. What's the trope name for when someone finds out they're the chosen one, trademark, and is like, no thank you, and goes and does something else? Common sense.
Gifted kid burnout.
Refusal of the call is the actual trope name. Usually followed by the tropes of the call knows where you live and you can't fight fate.
The call is trying to contact you about your destiny's extended warranty.
Post this hamster. Where to, boss? Hamsterdam.
My hobbies include reading, writing, and doing neither of those things.
Hey guys, Jelly Donut!
It's not what I'm called. Pokemon ruined our minds. Immortality sucks because all your friends die. All your friends die anyway. Those we do not mourn are those who mourn us. Immortality sucks because you forget who you are. We always forget who we are. You remember what you were at 4 years of age? Who you were at 14? Who I am is a shadow cast on the wall. Immortality sucks because skill issue, skill issue, skill issue, give me your liver. Immortality sucks because eventually the universe ends and you're just stuck. But yeah, you can have my liver. Laps were made for me, specifically, I think. Large dog behavior. Mean to me! I hope this email rules you all. I hope this email finds you. I hope this email brings you all, and in the darkness, binds you.
Oh, it's a Lord of the Rings joke.
I love the word lagomorph because it sounds like it's supposed to mean something alien or unnatural, but it's just bunny. Random anecdote for Father's Day. One time during a car ride, my dad asked me, "You're familiar with Murphy's Law, right?" And I was like, "Isn't that the one about how everything that can go wrong will go wrong?" And he said, "Yeah, exactly." And I said, "Why do you ask?" And he went, "Well, have you ever heard of coleslaw?" And I said, "No, actually, what's that?" And he said, "It's mostly lettuce and carrots with a little dressing mixed in."
I love this dad.
The difference between how I feel when my phone is at 40% and at 38% is palpable. Behold, pregnant ghost bat having an ultrasound at Featherdale Wildlife Park.
Congrats. It's a bat.
When you are unemployed, mysterious voices will tell you to become a YouTuber. But you must remind yourself that it's probably the amulet talking. The amulet you found last week, near the park. It has given you good advice so far, but there's always a line that you shouldn't cross.
Bullshit. Go on, little Timmy. Become a prank YouTuber. It'll be funny.
Toddlers are so pure. She doesn't understand that we help her with certain things because she's little, and she thinks that everyone just helps each other like that. So she tries to blow up my food and cut up from me and tries to help me pull off my shows.
The cutest thing is when you encounter a toddler in the wild and they try to help you, so you have to kneel there and nod very seriously while they lecture you about traffic or holding hands or whatever. The other day, a little girl stopped dancing to make sure I knew how to properly press an elevator button at my apartment complex.
It lights up, see?
She said, and I agreed that it did light up and thanked me sincerely for letting me know. It made my whole day. Found a rock in the kitchen and I was about to throw it in the trash and I thought,
Wait, this is cruel. I should let it outside.
as if it was a living thing.
I let it outside.
Indie RPGs will be like, this is Sinister Man. Yes, that's his legal name. First name Sinister, last name Man. All he does is vaguely threaten the character and sell overpriced mid-game gear. It's also kind of implied he might have eaten a child.
And the fandom will be like, I will draw him attending a tea party.
Why do I have a feeling this is about Deltarune? Fun fact, 0 people will see this post as I am not tagging it.
Oh.
They should make a cure for EP.
Tip, you can cure the EP condition by sleeping.
Oh, you think it's so easy? Chips. Chips are thin slices or pieces of various materials, often used in electronics for processing and storage. Can you tell that DoorDash started using AI description for menu items?
The problem with buying food is after you eat it, you have to go buy more food. Just say you have an addiction.
Baba, how do you feel about unfinished sentences?
Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
I got a new video game today. It's very important to read any manuals or help in the sections before you play, so you know what you're doing. Woohoo! This seems pretty simple.
Oh. Writing is so funny because I could write nonstop for 9 hours and then hit a block where I'm like,
How do I transition between this moment and the next?
and then I just don't touch it for 6 months. It's great. Tumblr talking about their favorite characters like
Smelly, gross, unclean, stinky, unhygienic, dirty, sweaty. I love him.
Not a furry, but I think humans should have tails because it would be so fucking sexy and hot and so sexy.
Most suspicious post ever, dude. You should think some things through.
Okay, I thought it through just now and decided to keep every single word exactly the same.
Okay, so the question is, Pucky, is it like, does the tail have like the same like visuals as human skin? Or is it like a hairy tail and it's just the color of our hair? Like, these are important questions, Pucky. Do not think otherwise. I am your eternal rival. I hate you to the bitter end, even if I instinctively clung to your arm during the scary drop on the roller coaster.
Sick wedding vows. The helpful and informative Nile Red that concocts a nighttime beverage versus the wretched and dastardly Nile Blue that brews the dark and secret kills you potion. A British man with trypophobia who loves crumpets but is too scared of them to be able to eat them. What a sad life he lives. So thanks to Mastodon, anyone could hypothetically start a social media site. That means Tumblr users can create their own social media site separate from Tumblr. It sounds like a terrible idea. We should do it. The blue sky equivalent of Tumblr sounds dreadful and frightening. Good luck.
Oh my god, look at JoJo being so cute. You guys see this? Wait, you guys see this, right? I mean, JoJo's right there. What are you talking about?
Oh no. Shit, I've been hallucinating about a cat, haven't I?
Oh is a different emotion from oh, which is a different emotion from which is a different emotion from whoa. I could go on. And these all convey different feelings depending on spelling variation and how many H's you add at the end, too. Guy who plays GeoGuessr goes too deep and falls desperately in love with a set of GPS coordinates.
I'm sure there's a fanfic for that somewhere.
Yes, he's a massive bitch, but he's also bisexual and a punching bag and almost dies at least once a week, and he's my little meow meow.
Chat. What character? When I was like 14, I almost made a rap about HTML and CSS. I wrote like 3 bars and realized that I would deeply regret it if I continued. Life-saving foresight. Don't let anyone ruin your day.
Be a man. Root it yourself.
Shout out to the guy who ran for class president, not a real role at this school, in 7th grade, and just put up posters everywhere about how he would bring steam-powered rails back. No other policy. I hope you're doing well. I think it is important to recognize the ways in which your favorite thing sucks. I think it keeps you normal.
See, I feel like this only works if your favorite thing is, like, a media. How am I supposed to critique the problematic themes of eels, the fish?
Brave, I'm so sorry to put you on blast like this, but please stop this has me in a stare.
Behold the Tumblr blue through the years.
The computer illiteracy pride flag. Hey! You don't say the quiet parts out loud. When I say, that reminds me, and there's a zero connection, you just have to take my word for it. There's no time to explain. My mind is an enigma.
Tumblr lesson number 1. Don't discourage a post from getting notes, or it would only get more notes because people are evil on this site and do the opposite of what you tell them.
Hey, you know what would be really funny?
Never mind. Tumblr lesson number 1 is don't talk about Tumblr on Tumblr.
Think you're just gonna have to live with the fact that you have 538 on Markungen.
Actually, Zelda is the name of the princess. The guy who runs around smashing everyone's pots is just called Zelda's monster.
This is a terrible thing to say about Zelda's bestie and Malon's husband.
Ate moldy chocolate. What's next for my career, chat?
Food poisoning.
Please. No.
Playing poker with my friend and he lays down a straight flush, but it has 2 kings, so I tell him that's wrong. But it's Pride Month, and the gay flush is allowed during this month. Those are the rules. Can you imagine if other pieces of media were scared of calling their monsters what they are as zombie media is calling about zombies? Werewolves? No, sorry, buddy. Around here, we call them howlers. Vampires? Oh, those are night suckers. A ghost? Psst, not even close. That's a nasty little flying freak. Actually, can someone answer for me why most zombie media is afraid of calling zombies zombies? So we all know that The Simpsons has a floating timeline. It's constantly the current year, but their ages never change. In the original 1989 season of The Simpsons, Homer was 34 years old, meaning he was born in 1955. This makes him a baby boomer. Now, for the 2025 season, Homer is still 34. He was born in 1991. Homer is a millennial now. In 2031, Homer will be Gen Z. 1997 is the start of Gen Z. Okay, I don't like the fact that I'm older than Homer now. Can someone please debunk that? Please tell me Homer hasn't always been just 34. Please tell me that's not real. Okay, these beds crack me up because I know the recliner on the side is a massage chair / for fucking. But I also imagine that it's where you have your buddy / most trusted advisor / overly familiar but not too familiar jester lounge for movie night while you and your consort spoon in bed. That's where the knight goes to make sure you don't get subtly stabbed on consummation night.
A massage chair is to soothe his sword-sore muscles while he fiddles his thumbs and chimes in with some constructive criticism on your technique.
Crom, Robin, and Frederick. Okay, is it an adult cartoon or is it a Family Guy-like? Post I thought about for 2 seconds and typed out in 5 seconds will now haunt me forever. Power of words, man.
Behold a very helpful garden assistant.
You can't lie to me, OP. I've seen the game.
Tumblr is basically a gay bar and a mental institute.
Hey, who did you have to kill to get that URL? Hello?
Tumblr user cock!
Probably bad RPG ideas. Cool curses to put in your fantasy game. Curse that makes you unable to read the rest of this list.
Did you guys get all that? Seems pretty clear to me. You know, pee changing color depending on your hydration is a very intuitive game design. It's a good quality of life feature.
Imagine Death Note is a 12-episode anime because Misa kills Light during the classic teenage girl thing where you write your crush's name in a heart. In her Death Note? Not gonna lie, I think that would actually be better. They should invent tech issues that other people have experienced and solved. Deleted!
Thanks, that solved it.
Not to be an American, but like air conditioning is the greatest invention of all time. And it's really fascinating because, like, the more you look into it, the more you think it was invented by some kind of fucking witch. Like, the fuck do you mean you can get propane-powered air conditioners? You a witch? You a bruja? Motherfucker saying, I use dual boot. Like, yeah, of course. Who walks with one boot on? Stupid.
Habadashery, you want to see my cat?
Not right now. I'm still freaking out about that moldy chocolate I ate.
Well, hey there. Thanks for watching this. If you like what I threw down, commento, likos, scribe subs, Bingus badges, makeshift.com. Shilling done. JoJo time.
Oh my god. Oh my god. She's headbutting. We gotta zoom out. Jojo, what are you doing? Ow. Hey. This is a boost. I forgive you.